So, you know, life teaches you, but for those who don't learn the hard way, or the easy way, I should say, I don't know what way you want to learn. So you choose the easy or the hard way. I choose to learn both ways, easy and hard. Easy in the sense where I try to be a bit ahead of the game, and hard because I like to go through the fucking experience of life because I don't read books. I fucking go through life, and I'm not someone who's advocating go fucking against the law. I'm not advocating that. I'm simply advocating for asserting your natural rights and freedom. You don't have to fucking drive with a driver license. Simply, it's a privilege, right? Remember, it's an ID, identification. But remember, before the ID came, you must have had a birth certificate. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Birth certificate, correct. So what's a birth certificate? So the simple question is this. When you're born, you have a natural birth record because when you're born, you are born naturally. You are going to go through the procreation process where a man and a woman, a male and a female specifically, mate, just like the rest of the animal kingdom because we are animals, except we have this, the mind. Unfortunately, it's not utilized. Not utilized because we all have that gift. We all have that gift of the mind. Don't fucking, listen to this bullshit, monkey IQ shit. If you're a Darwinist, perhaps you're a monkey. You've evolved from a monkey body to a human body, but your intellect remains that of a monkey, unfortunately, because you cannot fucking think for yourself. Monkey, see monkey do kind of thing. So you have to elevate your consciousness and you have to elevate your ability to think because that's something they don't teach you in school no more. You just go to school to fucking repeat information, parrot information. Net zero is good. Oh, net zero is good. Let's go for net zero. Oh, yo, shit. Tesla's good. Oh, Tesla's good. And then you have the charlatans that are trying to scam you with everything. And because you're ignorant, you don't know fucking basic math and physics, literally basic math and physics, like grade 5 I'm talking about, not even a fucking PhD. I'm an aerospace engineer, but I stopped at bachelor. I did not pursue masters and PG because you don't need to. You don't need to. Life is much simpler than this, but motherfuckers, the Matrix trying to complicate life. And all the science technology that we have is black magic, my friends. Why do I say that? It's not coincident because back in the days, alchemy, which is derived from the Arabic word kimia, alchemy, right? It was very restricted. That knowledge of alchemy was very restricted to very few people, magicians. It used to be called black magic, alchemy. The old days, people want to, change or transform lead to gold, so to speak, right? You want to transform gold, sorry, lead, Pb on the periodic table, to gold, which is Au. Au or Ag? Au, right on. Testing my biochemist sister here, one of the smartest people in the world, but she's wasting herself because she doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. So now she only has to fucking follow me on Twitter or X, rebranded. Maybe she can join the likes of Elon Musk and follow me as well. He already follows me. He was a third follower. So, hey, Elon Musk, what's up? I know who you are. Hey, anyways, maybe we should go for coffee sometimes. Cheers. My fellow Canadian. Yeah, my fellow Canadian. All right. So what's happening in Canada, my friends? Canada is fucked. We've been sold to the fucking World Economic Forum since 2015. Precisely October of 2015 when the Liberal government took a majority landslide win over the Tories. At the time it was, I believe, Stephen Harper. And of course, immigrants are idiots and no different than the rest of the population, the naive Canadians and the sheep culture, because Ottawa is a government town. You have to understand that. We have mostly government workers / high-tech employees, and that's 1 million population in Ottawa, smart city candidate. But we're not there yet. We only have fucking one, like, Area XO, Area XO. Like, what the fuck is this? Like some... Anyways, you get my point. It's like a one street or two, perhaps, and with, like, a really... just show, man. It's bullshit. Look, I'm an engineer. Look, man, just please, don't get me started. They've been talking about fucking AI, autonomous vehicle, for fucking a decade already. Let me ask you something. If you have a village of a population of no more than 1,000 people, let's just say, would you bother building a highway that is 6 lanes? No shit, you wouldn't. Why? Because there's no demand. So you're just wasting resources. And the idea is you plan ahead. And again, this is what I'm talking about. City dwellers, the matrix. We are building all this infrastructure. The land, nobody owns the fucking land. You go for a mortgage, you are leasing the fucking land. You don't own the land because you know you'll be dead within 90 years. That's the life expectancy in Canada, 88, 90 years, roughly. So you buy your house at, say, age 40, you're paying it till, 25 mortgage, 65, you retire, your mortgage is paid for, but you had paid already 3x your fucking house value because you're too much of an idiot to fucking figure out how you should go about building your own home and a mansion on the land of your choice, on the waterfront of your choice. The only thing you need is build it yourself. That's right, build it yourself. Because the minute you need to go through the fucking, zoning and the paperwork and the permitting process and all the bullshit, fuck, man, you're paying like, fucking a house doesn't cost more $50,000 to build, really. Like, the wood is cheap now, even after the fucking COVID, and we have like fucking like I believe what a two by four or like a 2x2 is like it's like $8 or some shit. Back in the day, you see like $2. But anyways, even with the fucking 3x the cost of material, which, surprise, the government tells you we only have a 3% inflation. Fuck. Inflation has been going steadily at 23% the last 3 years alone since COVID. And if you're too dumb to figure that out, I'll give you concrete numbers. So pre-COVID, you could rent 3-bedroomers for, say, 1,500s max. Modest average, not the best, but 1,500 can get you a nice 3-bedroomers. Why I know that? Because I had my house 3-bedroom, semi-detached. I was renting it for 1,300. I wasn't trying to make money. I was just trying to help a single mom with her kids. So at 1,350, I'm sure I could have got 1,500, even 1,700 for a 3-bedroom. But now, you can't get a fucking 3-bedroom for less than 2,700, 2,800. Do the math. So 2,800 divided by 1,800. Yeah, that's more than 20%. You get the point. So what does that mean? In 2021, we've got, bidding wars. So the BlackRocks, Vanguard, and hedge funds. Actually, I met a guy in the jail. I'm gonna meet up with him. He actually knows a guy who works in BlackRock, and we had a bit of a discussion. He's a good guy, but certainly I don't agree with certain things that obviously he doesn't know about. But he's a knowledgeable person. He's a broadcaster, I believe. He's retired, but he's a connected person, and he's gonna help me, and I'm gonna help him back too. Because at the end of the day, knowledge is power. And again, I don't push my views on people. I just share the knowledge, and it's up to you to make up what you want to make up of it. Remember, nobody can force you to believe shit. Nobody can force nothing on you. That's right. The government attempted to coerce indirect or directly for people to take a jab called COVID-19, right? And that shit is wicked mRNA technology. I'm going to explain to you what mRNA technology is all about in layman term, because that's what I'm good at. Breaking down shit into layman term that you or not, average person, can understand. So you don't need this bullshit legalese document. I need a lawyer all of a sudden to fucking decipher their fucked up laws, because it's constitution. They can, like, fuck, man. You can have this fucking bug about, like just criminal code and, different bylaws and, family law and, estate law. There's so many fucking, facets of law that you need to, I don't know, like anything. You need to fart, you need a lawyer. That's what's up. But then, not all lawyers give a shit about you. You have to understand, you can think of it this way. If you hire a contractor to come and renovate your house, some, most penny-wise, dollar-foot people or sheeple, they go for the cheapest bed. They go for it. And they end up paying twice, if not more, sometimes, because they got to come back and hire somebody else to fix the fuck up that someone previously came and did it for a shit job, because it's a quick buck, right? It's a quick buck. Cash money, that's it. The issue is not with the cash. You have to understand, you can still operate a business with cash money and pay no tax legally. All legal. You don't need to go behind the bushes and fucking charge people cash only and no receipt or no nothing and simply fuck people over. This is the fuckery that people don't understand. All you need is two things. Trust, number one, which is the foundation. Trust. Number two, Contract law. Now, the contract is between party A and party B. No more, no less. No government has anything to do with that. You don't need to pay shit for the government because everything you buy is already paid for when it's imported. It's already paid for in HST when you already buy the material the first time. So why not fucking charge HST again for the goods and the services that you are now providing again to your client? And this is the fuckery that every single businessman or business owner does unknowingly. And then you wonder why people don't fucking trust you. Because you're not honest. Or you have no integrity, I should say, because you could be an honest liar. You could be very well honest liar, but you have no integrity because you gotta choose character, integrity over appearance. But if you got both, that's great. Seldom you have both, especially in women. Don't get me started with women, all right? I love women, but at the same time, I love a woman who's a feminine. Not feminist, feminine. You know, feminine. Like a beautiful body that she looks after herself. She takes care of herself. She's modest. She's, you know, she goes out and she knows how to carry herself. The demeanor, she smiles and she doesn't overdo it because she's not attracting attention. She doesn't fucking, you know, get in the pants of anybody she fucking encounters. You know, she carries herself with grace. You know, it's not difficult, man. Like, fuck. You talk to someone, you could look at them in the eyes and you're just like, hey, you need help? Can I talk to you? Is there something we can, you need help? Something. But the problem is this: everybody's a fucking pedophile. Everybody's a fucking rapist. Everybody's a fucking murderer. Everybody's a fucking criminal now. We have society that we have bandits on the road because the system had failed us. When you breach trust, the contract is void. And I've been here for 25 years. I understand my rights well. And over 25 years, especially the last 8 years, you know, and I would say since 2015, I've been subject to racial profiling, discrimination, prejudice. You know, again, I don't have to tell you the details, but when you go through experience, only you go through that experience. When you are on the fucking, so to speak, we call it in Arabic, khazoo. If you're on the khazoo yourself, which is a spear essentially that the Turks, the Ottoman, mastered at the time, essentially that was one of the torturing ways to, you know, torture people and extract information. And you could be innocent, you could be actually, you know, a felon. But the point is this: even if you're a felon, there are ways to kill people and kill humans. If you're a murderer and you could not come up with the liability or the financial sum that the family of the victim is seeking in monetary compensation. And remember, the maximum you can ask under, you know, under the insurance policy is $2 million. So how can you ask for more if you're just injured? You cannot, my friend. And that's why. So my mother, for example, she'd been in an accident in 2000, believe it was 2004 or 6, 2006. Point is, for the next 10 years, she's going back and forth and nothing is happening. Anyways.